I love all of my friends in the HR space. And what's really interesting is that I personally actually never spent a day in my life working in HR. Yet I travel around the world to speak with HR leaders and executives at companies all over the world. And not just HR leaders, by the way. I speak with IT leaders, with operations, with management and executives, and all sorts of different types of roles within the organization. But it seems like when we talk a lot about the future of work and driving change, the HR community has very much gravitated towards a lot of these types of messages and the content that I create, which I love and of course I'm very grateful for. But my message for everybody in the HR space is that never before have we needed HR to not be like HR. If most people think of the traditional, the stereotypical HR, it's an entity that exists within an organization because it needs to be there, because of legal requirements. It's an entity that's there because it has to be there, not because it serves any kind of transformational purpose, not because it's identifying opportunities, not because it's doing anything amazing for the organization. It's kind of there because legal told us it needs to be there. And so traditional HR has always been around hiring and firing and policies and rules and regulations, and never before have we needed HR to move away from that into something else entirely. I recently had a conversation with the Chief Human Resource Officer of Unilever, Lena Nair. And when I asked her how she spent her time, she said 20% of her time is spent on traditional HR, and 80% of her time is spent on transformation, on moving the organization forward. And that's my wish. That's why I encourage for all HR practitioners at companies around the world. Never before have we needed you to not be in HR. Think about transformation. Think about how you can evolve and grow and change your organization. It doesn't mean you need to completely ignore your traditional HR duties and responsibilities, but I very much want to get you in that mindset of how can we look at HR as an entity, as a role, as a function that's not there because it needs to be there, but as an entity and role and function that's there because the organization wants and needs transformational growth and development. You're not in human resources anymore. You are in human transformation. Again, never before have we needed HR leaders at companies around the world to not act and think like they are in HR.